Good morning, comic book fans. Welcome back to Ka-Pow Comics, the YouTube channel, which hasn't done anything for an entire week. Some because last week there was one new title, and people bought them from us or had them sent out to them straight away, so I didn't get to review anything. What I should have done is actually what I ended up doing like yesterday, very late in the day, like afternoon. I started reading the past 3 or 4 weeks of comic books I've not got around to yet, and discovered that there's an awful lot to absolutely love about the future states. Dark Detective and Swamp Thing, but the next Batman one is definitely the weakest, although there's some nice moments about it. I could spend ages talking about the Future State stuff, but I literally only just started reading them last night. But this week there is actually new things to read, including at least 2 which are on my pull list, so I'm definitely going to be reading those, and then there might be some other cool stuff as well. So let's start though with, unusually we're going to start with some comic books, not all of them, but they're the ones that are a pain in the backside because they don't fit in with everything else. That's right, DC Black Label. Start off with Harlequin Birds of Prey. I think that's the regular, that is the variant. These are like really, really delayed. I think the guy who ordered the variant doesn't even get this anymore. So if anyone wants a variant instead, give me a shout. You might be lucky. We also have, side, Hellblazer Rise and Fall, Part 3, regular and variant. The variant, though, is just for me, because I like this variant. They're very, very cool. I've liked all the variants so far. And although it's no Simon Spurrier, Tom Taylor's doing a pretty good job. Finally, slightly, again, awkward size, but not DC Black Label. It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Last Run in issue 1, 3rd printing. 2 copies of this, which should now be everyone who's down for it, is now getting their copy of this one. There was some annoying confusion on this one. Basically, there was some people, well, one person in particular, who asked for it, and I put it under Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Last Ronin issue 1, but then everyone else who asked for it just under the Last Ronin, so I created an entire other thing until I forgot about it, and then I sold all my copies before I realised that he actually needed one because he'd asked for it earlier. The rest of them had people who added it on after issue 1 had already come out. At least one of those people is a comic book speculator who clearly was just wanting it to sell it on. Absolutely fine with that, by the way. If we have stuff in store and you want to sell it and make a fortune, let us know. We'll sell it you. We still make our money. Just don't worry about like making an excuse. It's fine. I don't know if you've actually got a brother or who really, really likes this kind of thing, or you've just been really struggling to get it because you've ordered it somewhere else and fell through. Don't really care. If you want to buy it and you're going to sell it and make a bunch of money, that's cool. We're going to make money too. It's all good. It's a lovely relationship we've got working on there. Right. After those few bits of comic books, now I'm going to do a bit of merch, simply because we've got some of it, and why the heck not? We have Marvel Legends Venom Phage. I actually can't remember if we ordered the full set of this for somebody. I know somebody wanted the Ghost Spider one, and I think the Miles Morales. I think I ordered the rest just because I kind of wanted to get at some point somebody who gets that entire thing put together. Venom Pool. The Build-A-Figure figures are very, very awesome, and I just think, yeah, that is going to look great once it's all completed. I think we've got 3 or 4 of the parts so far. I don't know why they don't send them all in one go. It's very confusing, but there you go. But that is the only one of those we've got this week. We also have this. Five Nights. We've got 2 of these. I think Five Nights at Freddy's stuff is awesome. I've never really played the games, but I like how they do things. Their marketing and merchandise is brilliant. So when I saw get 2 of these, they actually do look like the cute, cuddly versions rather than the terrifying animatronic things. I thought, yeah, let's get a couple of these in. We did have at one point absolutely massive one, and I'm really kicking myself. Then when I ordered it, I just thought, yeah, that looks cool, thinking it would be like, you know, an 8-inch plush or a 12-inch plush even. It was a 30-odd-inch plush. I never checked the thing, but it was only sold for like $25.99 or something ridiculous like that, because I wouldn't have ordered it if it was really expensive. But we always do well on these, so if you want one, give us a shout. We can post these. Find a way of boxing them up and do it safely, but we can post a lot of things right now. I'm figuring out how to do interesting things by making my own cardboard boxes, but check these out. Don't worry, I'm not scared. I'm putting them out of the way so I can get stuff on them. Next bit is Transformers news, and unfortunately we have some bad Transformers news. Not 100% terrible. We have got some Transformers stuff. We've got the set of the retro Headmasters, I think it is. Really should remember the names of all these. Headmaster Chrome Dome, yes, that's a thing. Hardhead. I remember these actually when I was a kid, when they first came out. I used to love the Headmaster one. She had the little extra toy in there, and they almost got lost straight away. Brainstorm, good name for a Headmaster one. And Mind Wipe. It's the evil, nasty one. Now, the thing is, what we're supposed to do is get one box of those and 2 boxes of the deluxe Headmaster sets. Instead, what we got was 3 boxes of those. Now, chances are we have to send them back, but I'm just going to raise it as a shortage, see what she says, and if we get to keep them, it means we've got a whole bunch more of them. So if you're looking at this Transformers Headmaster and thinking, yes, that's awesome, that's for me, give me a shout. I don't know how much they're off the top of my head. Probably guessing around about $24.99, maybe $22.99. I think like the same prices as the Marvel Legends kind of figures, maybe a little bit more. But they are cool. I like the Headmaster's toys. One set of those is reserved for our our Transformers guy, who you probably recognise from the pile of Transformers stuff he has here. But that should be within your look 2 other sets that we can just keep, because honestly, the price of sending them back quite often, Diamond just go, nah, screw it, we'll take the loss. Because they're still going to have to send us the other ones anyway, because we've paid for them and we want that money back. Now on to some non-toy stuff, a bunch of manga and graphic novels. My Hero Academia Vigilantes number 8, not the regular one, but some people still like them. One Piece. I think I was by mistake. But really, that's just for One Piece. I think I was trying to order One Punch and did the wrong line. But if you're wanting number 95, it's there. Chainsaw Man number 2. Somebody did ask me to review Chainsaw Man number 1. I'm sorry. I kind of ordered this stuff because it looks amazing, but I don't really read much manga, and I'm not sure I could do a review justice. I don't know enough about it. But honestly, it still just looks very, very cool. But if you're interested, we've got 1 and 2 waiting now. Demon Slayer 18 and 19. I think these are ordered for somebody. I've got some other stuff like behind here that's ordered as well. I think these ones are for someone in particular. And then Persona 5 Volume 4. I think one of these is ordered for somebody. I'm going to have to check because I think I made a mistake before my Persona 5 stuff, and I don't want to screw this up and make me pay for one they've already paid for. But that's the manga section of today done with. On to other graphic novels and sort of things. Now, some of these aren't new. Some of these are stuff that I've just ordered back in again because I've known for a while. But straight off the bat, we have The Adventure Zone. I'm really going to be surprised if nobody's ordered this one. It is basically what looks to be some role-playing spin-off kind of thing. Your Times best-selling creators, and flicking through the artwork, it looks absolutely brilliant. Like such vibrant colours, like just random. I don't want to put the spine too much, but just random page there. Look at that. That's a lot going on. It looks amazing. Next up, Dawn of X, Volume 12. I was meaning to ask us like how this is going to play when they do the Ten of Swords. Honestly, don't know because they're doing a big hardback collection of Ten of Swords. Huge fella, but they are still carrying on doing the Dawn of X trades, I think. But we're not even into Empire yet, so it's going to be a while until we figure out what's going on that one. So do apologise. Transformers Terminator, Enemy of My Enemy. Remember, of all the spin-off ones, that one was kind of enjoyable. Latest one from Sandman Universe, Lucifer. Check out who's playing Lucifer in the actual Sandman TV series. It's an amazing choice. Perfect. Next up, Metal Shark Bro. What the fin? Quite a lot of Metal Shark Bro. It's just totally unironic, having a lot of fun with itself. I've talked in the past about heavy metal comic books that sometimes don't take themselves seriously enough, and they kind of miss the point of what's heavy metal cool, that it can't actually like move people, and it's actually a big emotional bit of music. This one, it managed to have an absolute laugh at itself without ever quite forgetting that. Plus, it's got a humanoid shark who plays heavy metal in it. I mean, why wouldn't you? A girl walks alone at night. So I had the Who in there. Volume 1, which I think is just the first 2 comic books. So you're not getting like a Big Bang Theory book, but it is only like £9. And it's got very nice little fashion colour, and it looks awesome. I really, really enjoy it. I've got issue 1 and 2 at home, and I think they're absolutely fantastic. So if you want to get the entire collection in one really nice volume, give me a shout. Next up, this is a back order, a Cimmerian, Volume 1 again. We've got one for the shelf. Not that anyone's coming into browser shelves, but give me a shout if you want it. And that one's for my friend Anthony. Usually I'd be like, cool, Ant, come on down. But you can't. And posting this will be a little bit more expensive because it's a big hardback. I'll let you know what's going on with it. We'll try and sort it out. I think you have to wait like another month or so until you can finally get hold of it. DC Legends Batman, just for the duty orders, that part work. And this next one, Vision hardback. I put off ordering this for a long time. I've been hoping like hell because of WandaVision they'd put Volume 1 of I forgot the name of it. As he has a name, something less than Man, I think, Volume 1. And it's not been available for ages. And we've got a Volume 2, no, we're going to buy volume 2 because we can't get them number 1. But I keep thinking, like, no, with WandaVision, Marvel are totally going to put it back in print. It'll be absolutely fine. I'll be able to get it. Still haven't done it. So now if you want it, talking a nice big hardback volume. It is more expensive. I apologize. It's what Marvel do. Yes, it is. It's Tom King, and it's absolutely spectacular. I literally cried when reading this. It's stunning. If it wasn't the fact that it's so expensive, I'd be telling everyone to get it. But I think you're looking at $35.99, I think, off the top of my head. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not a crazy amount of money. 2 volumes at like 15 quid each, cost you 30 anyway. Oh, well, if you've read volume 1, we've got a volume 2 spare. Or, as I say, we've got the huge thing. And we've got a couple of them. Because I genuinely do think, yes, it's not a cheap thing, but it's absolutely worth reading. I genuinely love it. I think if I was doing like my best of the year things at the time, it totally would have been on there. Right, now on to comic books. I've only got 1 box of comic books this week because a lot of stuff we had in this merch, or at least a lot of things they've asked us to pay for, is Transformers. People who have been adding on to it very much appreciate the fact that a lot of people moved over to the League of Comic Geeks. In fact, I think once again, I just need to do a little... That's us. Basically, if you are watching this and you get comic books with us and you haven't signed up yet, please sign up. We are moving everything over there. It is just a far better system than the one that me and my business partner cobbled together with the spreadsheets. I mean, don't get me wrong, the dude's great with spreadsheets. He does 3-dimensional stuff going on with it. But it's still a lot of work to maintain, and it's only really maintainable by myself. Whereas the League of Comic Geeks, you basically tell me what you want and I then order it. And it generates pull lists and subscription lists. And it means if you add something on, I'll get a little list of everything for each week, and I can double check and make sure I've got it in. And it's a way better designed website than I think most of the other ones that do this kind of thing. I mean, hell, I find it easier to use than the previous website, and that's literally the company that sells us comic books. So yeah, really don't take a look. Sign up for it, sync your pull list to our store. Easy way to do a pull list I found is go to the new releases and just keep scrolling through until you see everything that you want, because it's just like a 1 button click on the bottom of each thing, and you basically have a whole pull list, and it's great. And then we know what you're getting, and we can order stuff effectively. The one thing I will say, we can't get the IDW Star Wars. Sorry, it's 2 things I'm going to say. There's 2 Star Wars I'm going to say. We can't get the IDW Star Wars. I don't have an 100% accurate reason why, but it looks like on an art style thing, it's very reminiscent of some of the animated stuff. And anything that gets animated on certain networks, basically Diamond don't have the right to sell that in this country. Same thing happened with not Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty we did get in the end, but Invader Zim and a few other ones, basically, we just couldn't get them. So yeah, I don't know what I say. I'm not 100% sure that is the reason, but we just can't get them. They don't even turn up on our order forms. I think hopefully we might be able to get the collections down the line, because I think that's kind of stuff we just be able to get, because it'll be open to all bookstores eventually. But I don't want to promise even that, because it could be that another company has the rights to do all of it, not just the comic books. Other Star Wars thing, yes, a lot of people have asked for Star Wars High Republic. We have none spare now. One guy actually asked if we could get an issue 2, and it's like, yeah, I think we have 1 spare. I think we might just have it, because if not, it's going to be a second print. Even then, I'm not entirely sure second prints are going to be easy to get hold of. I read a lot of this kind of new stuff, and even on second printing, you're looking at £10-15 on eBay, I think, at the moment. I think £12.99 is kind of an average price. So, I mean, I can try. But if you go to League of Comic Geeks and you go to the new releases, in the top left of the screen, you've basically got a little thing where it's got the date, and you can go backwards and forwards. You can go forward and forward and forward and forward until you get stuff that we're actually ordering and haven't even ordered yet. So you can add stuff then, and it means you're never going to miss out. And it's all in one place. You don't have to like find each publisher. And if you've got creators that you like, you follow them, that's fine. You'll get more of a head start. But it's all done really easily in one place. Genuinely annoyed that we didn't have this as something when we first opened up, because it's proven to be an absolute brilliant bit of kit. Right. Anyway, on to the comic books. I think some of these are back orders. Quite a lot seem to have turned up this week, including comic bags. Still no boards. Do apologise. Bags will be used for people for people who might get stuff posted out, but I don't know when we're going to get more in. So if you don't get your stuff bagged up, I do apologise. We've only got so many. We are doing our best. As soon as you get the bags on the boards back in, we'll see what we can do and actually get back to doing this properly for you. But yes, Angel Spike number 15. Fairly sure that's back order. Now for some Avengers stuff. We have Into the Phoenix Part 3 and Mech Strike. Which is kind of cool. I like the look of that one. It's kind of silly. No, it doesn't affect the Marvel ones because I think they are independent works. And like I say, the only reason I think the Star Wars ones is because they have an art style very reminiscent of the TV series. Yeah, honestly, when it comes to, as Quinn just asked, when it comes to bags and boards, if we had the bags and boards, we would bag and board stuff for you. We absolutely would be fine doing that one. But if you go on and look on even Amazon, how much it costs to get a pack of boards sent to you, it's basically really expensive because they weigh a crap load. It's a huge block of tightly packed card, and the weight of it pushes. So even just one of them, I think it has to be done as a medium parcel rather than a small, even though it is only a small parcel size. So you're talking minimum pricing like $8.99. Second class postage. If you want to get first class, it's something like £15-16 now. So yeah, there's nothing we can do to get like extras out. Once we open again, when then you look, we'll have boards and people can come and buy packs from us because we only like $7.99 for the boards. We don't go crazy on this one, but yeah, the bags and boards. I mean, it's been literally months since we even had bags in, so yeah, I'm doing my best, but there's only so much we can do. Anyway, where was I? Yes, Avengers. Yeah, with the various mechanized costumes there that do look quite cool, and I do quite like the fact that Spider-Man looks very similar to Iron Man. Obviously a choice, but that I liked. Okay, right, Buffy the Vampire Slayer next, just regular old Buffy, although we're not far away from having Faith having her own spin-off series, which could be quite cool. First one on my pull list right now, Chained to the Grave from IDW, which is a Western horror story. And yes, I think definitely something that interests me. I'm going to look forward to reading it, but as somebody who likes Westerns and likes horrors, the comic book art style I'd usually associate with those doesn't look like this. So let's see how it actually plays out, shall we? It might be the first one in a while where it might not exactly be my cup of tea. Sumerian Frost Giant's Daughter next, which have been very, very good fun. Like I said, we've got the first volume of Sumerian in if anyone's needing it. A couple of back orders now. D&D Infernal Times #4 and Deceased Dead Earth #3. Just ones that missed off and finally have turned up. Another new one, not on my list, but it looks like some kind of cephalopod sci-fi thingy. So Deep Beyond. So yeah, it could be fun. This one, again, not quite the artwork style like I was expecting. It's, again, kind of very, very colourful and rich, but still, I'll take a look at that. Dragon Age Blue Wraith #2. I think this one's been in back order for a long time, so let's see who that one's for. Engine Ward by George Mann. Still loving this one, and I'm loving the covers. This one started like 2 years ago, and I think it's still not finished. Far Sector. It's up to #10. It's almost done now. I think it's pretty much Young Animal 1 still running. On to Future State now. I think some of these were short from last week, because Batman v Superman, I don't think we had that last week when we were supposed to. A Dark Detective #2, because we were one shy. Harley Quinn. Got 4 of those, which is definitely more than we originally ordered, because people did add it on quite late. The next Batman, where we're on, #3. No variant, though, so I might have to chase up and see where my variant is, because I think the variant's for me. Superman of Metropolis. A couple of copies of that one. Swamp Thing now. We have a issue 1 second print. If you missed out, I think I've got who that is, but let me know, just to make sure. And actual Swamp Thing #2. Again, I think we ordered like 3 copies of it when it first came out, and now we're up to 6 of this thing to keep up with the demand. Future State Wonder Woman. The problem with having the Future State stuff, people haven't been following this for a while. DC have a tendency every few years to just cancel all the comic books for a month or two and do something cool, like random thing. And the first couple times, well, the first time they did it, I just assumed everyone down for Batman, shall we say, would want the Batman thing they were doing. No, they didn't. Second time, I really reduced my orders, so I thought, the people who are good regular customers who would say, oh, yes, I appreciate it, I'll buy it anyway. Nope. And every single event, I've ended up with an absolute buttload, which I've had to reduce down to £1, and I've still got loads left. So I apologise if people are only just seeing that now and going, oh my God, I was down for Batman, but I wasn't down for that one. It's because we have almost 20 people down for Batman, and so far only 6 people have put them down for the next Batman, which means we'd have had 14 spares, and it's a £6 comic book. So yeah, that's why. So I do apologise, but I'm trying my best to keep up with it. This one is an old back order now. This is the giant size X-Men tribute to Len Wein. This was basically due to a bit of an error on my part. I'll have to admit this one. When I saw this in the spreadsheet, in the order form, and I saw tribute, I assumed it was what Marvel do an awful lot, and it was a variant cover of a tribute to a different cover. This happens a lot. It wasn't. It was actually just a tribute to the original Giant Size X-Men, so I think I own a little like 2 copies of it. I've got 5 more. If you never got it and you want it, shout out. I honestly don't know if I have Giant Size X-Men still on my spreadsheet. It's been that long. I honestly thought we weren't getting it. And then Hellions. Very cool cover. I like it when they do stuff like this. This one, just for the person who gets it, but I do like it. Should really pick this up in collector form at some point. Heathen. Good bit of Viking fiction, is that? Right, so I need to move stuff around a little bit. Bear with me. I'm trying to find a way of doing this so comic books won't get bent or buckled. I might have to make a bit more room. There we go. That's better. Okay, where were we? Oh, yes. H.I. Immortal Hulk. Or Hulk Immortal, as it was on my spreadsheet. Regular cover for everyone who's ordered it. Alex Ross doing his thing. And then, weirdly, an Alien cover. I do remember ordering this. It looks okay. I don't think it's a one-per store or anything like that. It seems like a very odd one to do for a one-per store. They're usually way cooler things. Anyway, on to the K's now, and unsurprisingly, that's King in Black time. With King in Black, Black Knight, King in Black, Marauders, not the ongoing Marauders. These are all things. If you're down to ongoing Marauders, you're probably not down for this one. I've only got 3 of it because, again, I'd end up with a load spare Marauders popular title. King in Black, Return of the Valkyries, King in Black, Gwenin versus Carnage. I think pretty much all those are spoken for. Yeah, I know there's a whole bunch of them. I don't remember why I would have ordered it. It's not the kind of thing people, well, unless we specifically asked for me, I've just forgotten. But those kind of like tie-in ones, DC used to do them a lot, and they were kind of cool. They did like the Lego ones, and they're actually worth quite a bit now. But yeah, it's not something I really would have gone out my way to get. Lady Death's Blasphemy Anthem number 2, another new one. Man-Bat, his murderous meltdown begins here. Who doesn't like a bit of Man-Bat? And another new one from Aftershock Comics, Maniac of New York. And this is one of those where I'm going to say the League of Comic Geeks worked really, really nicely. One of my regular customers who didn't know this was out was scanning through new releases, thought, that looks great, I'm having it, and it's now on his pull list. That's how it works, guys. It's great. Man's World number 2, not as in men, just somebody called Man. I've got number 1, never got around to reading it, but AWA did good things, and I'm looking forward to giving it a try. This is another one that's going to be on my list. This is Post-Apocalyptic Western Redemption, again from AWA. I've actually been talking to the people at AWA a little bit because we still haven't got Grendel, Kentucky. It's finished and we're ordering the trade and we still haven't got a single issue of it, and I really want to read it. It looks great. But at least this one's on the way out to us. And this reminds me of kind of late 90s comic book covers. Looks better, obviously. There's something about the way people are posed and the colouring on it. Chaos Comics used to do kind of thing a lot. Ronin Island, which I keep forgetting still a thing. It's really staggered releases on those ones. Sandman Universe next with Dreaming, The Waking Hours. Sandman, everyone should be paying attention to Sandman at the moment. Sea of Sorrows, issue 3 of that one. A bit of a shame I haven't got more people I've been asking after that one, but just a bit too late. Sleeping Beauties number 1, cover B. This is actually, I think this is spare. Basically, some people added on Sleeping Beauties after the fact, and covers A and B were both listed as back order only. So to increase chances of getting them, I ordered cover A and cover B. And I think all the A's have turned up and people have got what they've ordered. So I think that's what cover B is spare. On to Star Wars next. Just regular Star Wars. Oh yeah, and High Republic number 2. I get 6 copies of this. I hope that's enough for everyone. If not, I do apologize. I might have to get second printings. But who was to know how popular it was going to be? Considering like most Star Wars stuff, it's just the huge print runs, and everyone orders it ahead of time. So, Strange Academy. Really, really like that cover. just the use of negative space, it blows me away. I love it, including the title of it. Like everything kind of works together. Tartarus for the dude who gets that. So I realise I'm off shot a lot here, aren't I? Because the boxes are where it is. So I'm just do that. Sorry, the box is quite full, so I'm having to make sure I'm not going to get stuff caught up and tied in together. Thor, these are all back orders. Somebody specifically said they want to get them in singles, so like third, fourth, fifth printings or whatever. But they've got a nice big chunk there. New Transformers one next. This is another new one. I think we've only got enough to cover orders. Beast Wars issue 1. Not really into the Transformers comic books, but I'm sure people out there love them. Vampirella next, including the Vengeance of Vampirella and the Vampirella Valentine's Day special, which has got kind of an old school cool cover. I like that one. More King in Black now, but actually just as regular ongoing Venom, which apparently has been having quite a lot of fun at the moment, trying to tie it in with what's going on for the King in Black. Next up, one of literally the most popular comic book we have in store, 140,000 Marnius Calgar issue number 4, with a James Stokoe cover, which looks amazing. I'm really, really happy with that one. And one of these is mine. I've not got a big week this week, but I'm really looking forward to reading that one. It has been spectacular. Almost done, so I'm going to put the last few in one go, so I don't have to keep disappearing. Wrong Earth Night and Day issue 2, X Factor issue 7. That just looks creepy and weird, and I like it. And after issue 6 arrived a couple of weeks ago, Yasmin number 5 has turned up, and this isn't a mistake on our part. Literally only arrived in the country last week. We had two people down for it, like, where is our Yasmin number 5? Like, I don't know. We ordered it, they just never sent it to us, and it turns out they never sent any to the UK. But we now have it, so this will be in the invoices for people who get their stuff. Right, that's everything, and I've told you everything I think I need to tell you. What else? Still not quite ready to do Curbside Collection, although we're getting closer to it. It looks like every kind of terrible stat for the past few months is on the decline, and that's good. And there's now a max vaccination centre in Huddersfield, down at the Kirkley Stadium. So fingers crossed, we should start seeing a proper reduction again, and if we get back down to the numbers that were like first lockdown at least, then fingers crossed should actually be able to not necessarily have people in the store just yet. That's still a way off, and it's totally not me to decide that one. But we might actually be able to do curbside collections at least, so people can grab stuff rather than get it posted out and save themselves a bit of money. I know it's not ideal, but it's just the way it is. Right, that's it. I've got a whole bunch of stuff to do now because my delivery was 2 hours late, so I now need to get cracked on and get as much of this stuff sorted out as I can. It might be another day where I'm afraid I'm not going to get every single invoice done before I go home. We'll have to wait and see. If you don't get one comes out to you today, just bear with me. Tomorrow morning I'll get it sorted out straight away. It's all I can do. And hopefully the sorting office will be open, because it wasn't open today. So I've got stuff I can't post yet because it's too big. Right, that's it. I'm done. Go relax. If you're at home, it's a snow day or for a lockdown or whatever reason, enjoy your day and stay safe. Bye.